Alright, so a few hours ago, they have shown finally the second festival on JP, Black Asta. If you are a new global player and you're unaware, there has been already a festival unit in the Japanese version, which is Julius. Julius is the first festival, very strong character, and once he comes out, I do recommend you pulling, but that's another, future thing. Black Asta was just revealed, and it's nice to know, what JP is up to as well, because I believe, from what we've been told as well, Global is gonna try to catch up to JP. And, obviously that means that content is being dropped like really fast on Global. You can tell that the season is already ending in only 2 weeks, which on JP was like, I believe a month or a month and a half. I think it was a month. So you can tell that they're trying to wrap things up, right? And get closer to the Japanese timeline. So Black Asta, controversial character, by the way. I'll be talking about why he's controversial in a bit, but there's some interesting things they're doing with him. So this is it's a live stream? It's a video they posted. And you can see the art, and this is the animation. I wish it was like full screen with all these letters, but boom. And you can see there, that was the ultimate. This is like his model with, I don't know if this is like an outfit for him, or is just how they're gonna look like. You can see doing a single target. And then this is his, I'm assuming S2. It's an AoE, which it does like a vortex. And you can see the weak sign on one of them. I'm assuming that means that he's red. But, nothing more that we can take. This is it. Like, this is the whole clip. They're just showing the animations. And we're gonna be talking about what he does, because fortunately it's been leaked. I'll leave a link to the leaked Discord in the description if you want to join. But Black Asta has already been leaked, and oh no, I guess this is reminding me of some of the free outfits that we've been getting. So I thought this was maybe like an outfit for him, but it's just regular like Black Bulls like outfit. Yeah, I don't know why, like the colors made me think that, but animations are cool. This is a character that's been heavily hyped since the game came out, because obviously, but pretty cool. I mean, the animations are cool. The alt's cool. Everything's cool. The art's cool. So let's take a look at what he does. And then we'll talk about why he's controversial. So, Black Asta, again, this comes from Discord, the vanilla Discord. And I'll leave a link if you want to join. I think I can link. I think I can link the Discord. I believe so. If not, then there will not be a link. But I believe I can. So, what does he do? You'll see. These are his skills, right? And all of them say if anti-magic is present. If anti-magic is present. What is this anti-magic? On his passive, right? If HP is equal or lower than X percentage, we don't know the exact percentage. With all these leaks, if you join the leak Discord, you'll see like we've had leaks for units for a long time, and they're pretty much always correct. The only thing that we never get to know is the percentages on these X's. Like, I don't know why, but you will notice that a lot of these leaks have something like this, and I'm gonna assume that this is like 70%. If it's like 50, I think it'll be too much. Maybe 80, maybe 70%. If HP is lower than X, applies anti-magic to self, which is like a buff. If HP is above X, removes anti-magic from self. So he seems to be a character that needs to drop under X amount of HP to really get work, to get his whole kit going. Anti-magic is per 1500 defense, grants 10% increased damage dealt, and immunity to status ailments. So you're going to be building him with the most defense as possible. Oh, I guess I should have addressed this. Is this character coming for Global soon? No. This character is dropping on JP in a little bit. I don't know the exact date. But don't worry about it, alright? We're going to be getting to see how he works on JP later. And if he's good. Looking from his kit, I mean, I'm not a big fan of this if HP is lower than X. But if he does have the anti-magic buff, it seems like he's very strong. And damage increase per defense stacking seems pretty good. So You saw, like, the anti-magic is just a damage increase buff, pretty much. But it goes around with his cards, right? Like, so his skill 1 is just, he does a single target, right? But if he has anti-magic, grants XP plus X buff. If anti-magic is not present, inflicts HP recovery immunity on an enemy for X turns. So that's just how the character is going to work. Like, one side of him is if he has the buff or if he doesn't have the buff. It's really interesting. But obviously, if he has the buff, it's going to be better because he has the damage increase. Or I guess maybe not, because I haven't read like the other parts. Like, if it's not present, maybe the not present ones are good enough that he doesn't need the buff at all times. But I can only assume having the buff is better. And then skill 2, which we saw as well, is the Hurricane. And if anti-magic is not present, grants all allies increased defense level X, buff for X turns. If it is present, attacks after removing a barrier for designated enemy. Ooh, okay. So he removes a barrier or he gives a defense buff. That is interesting. That is a very interesting concept of a character. His ult delivers a blow, dealing damage to an enemy. If is present, attacks after removing an enemy barrier. If it's not present, inflicts taunt to an enemy for X turns. I don't know the current JP. I mean, I know I've seen videos of it. I don't know how Barrier is doing, if Noelle is still top dog. Now, being able to remove a barrier can be actually pretty good. I do like the fact that if he doesn't have the anti-magic, the abilities are still very good. Gives defense, inflicts taunt is decent, and then, again, the remove the HP recovery thing. This year looks really good. I mean, I hope so. He's a festival, and he's gonna be hard to get. He really will be. His Awakening passive, this is with dupes. Upon gaining anti-magic, inflicts taunt on all enemies. So you need to have 2 dupes for this to work. I think dupe passives are not that big of a deal in terms of like how rough it is to have them because of dupe stones. In general, obviously you're only going to be using your dupe stones to the best of the best characters, and Asta, being a festival, will be one of those characters. Upon gaining anti-magic, inflicts taunt at the start of a wave. Sorry, I'm a little bit sick, so if it sounds like I'm speaking a little weird, that's why. At the start of a wave, grants all enemies Status element immunity for X turns. Grants all enemies stats status element immunity. He gives them immunity. Is this something that I'm missing here? So I was looking to see if any other units have the same, like, text. My best guess is that this is just wrong somehow. Like, this might actually just say, meant to be like, grants all allies status immunity for X turns. Although, at the start of a wave, grants all allies for X turns is just weird. At the start of the wave, where he gets the anti-magic, makes more sense. Again, with these leaks, as you can see by also the fact that there's like a lot of missing information with the X's, some stuff may be a little bit, misworded. So I'm not going to make a big deal out of it. I'm just going to assume that when you get the anti-magic, all allies are going to get the immunity for some amount of turns. It's pretty good. It says do not evolve at LR plus 5, but it definitely does. All characters do. So either just the amount of turns for each of these buffs increase or something. Or one of the abilities is actually an LR plus 5 ability, which means that he's max duped. LR plus 5 being max duped. Because if you look at other characters that have like 2 abilities at LR plus 5, usually they have 1 ability at LR plus 1 and they gain another at the max dupe. In any case, partner skill grants the partner mage protection for X turns. That's pretty good. Grimoire skill grants all allies a total defense buff for X turns. This is not even the Grimoire skill like specific to him. This is just the skill from the Grimoire. That's very good. Grimoire are the skill pages. Yeah, this is this is one that you can use in any character as well. The actual passive that you need him to use, to get access out of, is if anti-magic is present, per X defense grants percentage increase damage dealt. So on top of his passive of getting damage increase, he also gets it from the Grimoire. Like I was saying, like, there's parts of his skills that you don't need the anti-magic to make it work. But it really is like, he becomes so much better with it. So I'm hoping that it's not very hard to get to the anti-magic. And then when HP is equal or lower than X percentage, it grants immortality for 1 turn. Woo! Okay. Immortality is not like a very big time thing. Some characters have already had it. So, but that's pretty cool. So, why is this character controversial? I'm going to pull up something real quick. So, apparently, let me pull up this image here. Black Asta needs special pickup gacha tickets that can be purchased as a package and will be sold at special events or shops. You can obtain by purchasing with paid black crystals. But in addition, we will open a special exchange office during the sale period of special pickup gacha tickets and have prepared a special pickup gacha ticket that can be exchanged for 1 confirmed purchase with free black crystals. So it seems like you will be super paywalled out of this unit. There has been a character in One Piece Bounty Rush. It was the 1000 Day? A Luffy. It was a... I don't know his actual name now. It was a kid who wants to be like King of Pirates Luffy. That was like sort of like his name. And super OP character. If you wanted to get pity on his banner, you had to buy paid tickets, and I think it was like about $1,000 or something. Like 1,000 USD or something like that worth of tickets to get pity on the banner. And the rates are like atrocious, like 0.1% or something like that. I'm messing up some of the details of all this that I just said because, whatever. My point still is the same. It was like a super paywalled character. People hated it. But they made a shit ton of money. So it's like, I don't know if they saw this opportunity to do the same thing. Now, could this be different on global? It could most certainly be different on global. So that's my hope, It seems like this unit is going to be... There's already... Let me open the Korean version real quick. So here, they already gave us some. And if I click here, like there's no option to actually use it. And these are special tickets. So you won't be able to use like regular tickets. And seemingly you won't be able to even buy these tickets as much as you want. Like if you have like 30,000 regular free crystals, you won't be able to like buy all of it. You're gonna need like the paid crystals, but that's I don't know. It seems like we'll be able to buy some crystals, some tickets with free crystals as well. We're gonna have to wait and see when the unit actually drops, but I hope that they don't make this way too bad, because it could be very bad. It could be very bad. It will make them a lot of money, right? The whales are gonna have to like buy even more than they already bought, but it will be a little bit of a sting in the game if they make it like you can really only pull him if you have paid tickets. The thing is, like, if you just pull 1 copy of him, you can dupe him with dupe coins, so it's not that big of a deal. You can max dupe characters that you feel like are like the most important characters for sure, so long as you save the dupe coins for those characters. But yeah, if you can't even get 1 of him because it's paywalled, it's unfortunate. So let's see what happens when the unit actually drops. So for now, we'll just wait and see.